How did you feel when you knew that I was in school and you was on your way to Central Booking?
How did I feel? I was very hurt because I know that I was letting my child down, and I didn't know what was going to become of her while I was gone. You know, it was just her and I because her dad wasn't there or whatever. But so that was my main concern. I told my neighbor, get my car, take her home, find my daughter, and let her know where I'm going, for her to try to get in contact with somebody so that they could take care of her while I was gone. And preferably I wouldn't be gone long because she was going to be alone.
Okay, so for those of y'all that know my song, My Story, and this here is going to be a little documentary and going in full detail of what that song was like specifically about, in the exact streets and the exact places where everything was located as far as Orlando, Florida. Right now, we are on our way to the spot where I was living at when, at the beginning of the song, like before I said my mom was gone or whatever. So right now I'm about to take y'all to see what that be about. You feel me? Let's see how we get there.
I got a story to tell, and can't nobody tell it like me. Many nights on the block with work, no heat. Little thug, posted up all night, no sleep. All I wanted was love and a little scraps to eat. Shit, my mama was gone, then my daddy started tripping his rules, his house. And I didn't wanna listen, so I dipped on that nigga, bags packed, I'm out. Hit it cross town, and here's how it went down. I had to front a 50 pack from my big bro Norm. He like, sis, you gon' get straight, just get to the mud. Don't hang with these niggas, be strictly about the fatty. The niggas act funny shit, fucking man left. They don't owe you nothing, they ain't gotta give you shit. But if you really want something, you would get up and get it. That's the realest shit I heard that entire fucking day. My mind was all money, he say strictly getting paid. I had a fist in my frame, he had to open my eyes. I felt the chill inside that made me feel alive. So I built the hustle.
This is where it all started at. It was just me and my mama. I was at school at Jones High School right here around the corner. My mama was, you know what I'm saying, going to jail or being in the process of being booking while I was in school. So every day I used to get out of school, I leave from school, I walk over here, I drop my stuff off, and then I walk across town. Sometimes I kick the boy at home or whatever. My cousin stayed upstairs right here in this door with that blue chair. Sometimes I stay over here with her or whatever. You know, it's a one-way in, one-way out. It's a dead end. People used to trick back then and stuff. It was crazy, like living over here. You know what I'm saying? But I wasn't no jitterbug. I was like, I probably was like 16. And we lived over here a couple times, but that very last time that we stayed over here, you know what I'm saying, it made my life take a big turn with the situation that had came about. So me and my mama was living here, she went to jail. Of course, we ended up getting put out of our apartment or whatever, and my pops came to get me, and like we lost everything that we had here. I lost all my clothes, all my shoes, my mama lost all her stuff. I was able to get a little bit of it, but it was like bare minimum, not as much stuff that I had. And my mama kept me dressed, you know what I'm saying? So it hurt me to lose my clothes and my shoes and stuff, but you know what I'm saying? I made it out that situation. You feel me? But yeah, this is where it all started at, right here. Jackson Street, dead end. So, and I used to try to sneak and smoke my weed away from my mama. I used to sit back here. I used to hear all kind of stuff too, like snakes used to be in the bushes. People used to sleep in that right there. They like used to have a little tent or whatever. There was a lady and a man, and I used to sleep in them. This is like a trick spot back here. All the people that like pick up their tricks up there on the corner and shit, they come back here to turn the tricks or flip tricks or whatever it is, you feel me? But yeah, portable AC units. Gutter, feel me?
slipping. Finally got a heater, so I know I'ma get him. If a nigga buck jack, I used to always hit him. Right across the face with the motherfucking pistol. I had a hard time, boy, quite a few times. Tried to rob an OG and I ended up getting robbed. I had to charge it to the gang cause I ain't know what I was doing. I was head first though, about that money, getting to it. All the while, on my soul screaming with hunger. I used to pray every day that God would send me my mama. The more the days went by and the more it got longer, I realized I survived and I was still getting strong. I had a couple nights I end up crying, getting fed up cause I got tired of trying. Rest in peace, bruh Cook. I know you smiling, one love, big bruh. Moment of silence. If I shed a tear, he be like, not out here. Let these niggas see you crying, they gon' try you for real. You got a pistol on your hip, better man up, G, to get your ass out the streets if you just can't deal. In all honesty, man, I had no choice. Had to get it how I could, or be down by force. Learn independence by 3 dope boys. Clientele Cook and that motherfucking Norman. They told me some shit I never forget. Nothing but knowledge that them niggas be spit. It was give it up and get it, I ain't have shit to give. So I sat to stand life and started chasing me a meal. Chasing that check, then I finally got a room. Then I heard that my mama should be coming home soon. Lord knows I was ready cause I missed up fate. And I made sure I prayed for her every single day. I know the favor was returned, that she prayed for me. Not only did she pray, but she changed for me. When my mama came home, life changed for me. Took a trip out to Texas with some family. Made front page of the paper, got kicked out of the state. Facing 5 years, but I did 14 days. Locked in the cell on Thanksgiving Day. And I was waiting on my mama to come get her babies. They say, back your bands, girl. You be.
How my daddy found out, or you don't know?
I don't remember how he found out. I don't think I called because, you know, I don't even know if we was speaking or whatever, but maybe, what's her name?
Princess?
Yeah, Princess
Okay.
probably called some of his
Okay.
people, and that's probably how he found out.
This right here is where I got the message that my mama was in jail or whatever. Well, I was actually sitting over there on that side of the park. Right there, over there, and under the tables, like, that's where we used to hang out at. We used to sit over here in the dugout and shit or whatever. Man, we used to sit at the park sometimes too, but we mainly used to sit over there and sit over there. And every day when I used to get out of school, I'd come over here. Sometimes I'd go to school, leave school, and come over here early with my book bag and everything. Remember when I was at you and Miss Penny house?
Nope.
When my mama was, when my daddy had came with my auntie, his twin sister, and was telling me that, like, he was like, where your mom at? And I was like, I don't know. Like, she at the house, she over there by the house somewhere, I don't know, because I thought he was just coming asking me where she was. So I'm like, I don't know, she over there by the house somewhere, or whatever. So he like, nah, she in jail. Come on, you need to come with me so you can get your stuff. And I'm like, come with you to get my stuff. He's like, yeah, your mama in jail. I'm like, all right. So I left with him or whatever to go get my stuff.
Bring back to my memory, then I might.
When my daddy came or whatever, I had went with him, and he took me back over there on Jackson Street. I got some of my clothes, but not everything. I grabbed what was my favorites or whatever. So, I mean, I eventually ended up back over here. Like, when I was over here, like, it was like real crazy for me because I used to be doing like all type of stuff that I ain't had no business doing. My mama used to, like, she did not want me over here. She used to hate when I came over here. Like, but this where my people was, you feel me? This is where I felt love at, so this is where I came to. Like, and I used to didn't even rep Crosstown till my big brother Norman, he was like, you from Crosstown now? And all that other stuff. So I was like, man, it is what it is. Then all the niggas started snaking me up and shit. So I was like, all right, I guess so, or whatever. But yeah, I spent most of my high school days like right here in this area, spending most of my time at this park. Lit. I'm talking about, we used to be going to that bed every day. I'm talking about, I know they used to make big money off us. Like, I know it used to be like 15, 16 of us, like, at the store one time. Some people used to sack their ass, some people used to buy their shit. It's just whatever your struggle was at the time. I learned a little bit of nothing over here, but that little bit of nothing turned into a whole lot of something. They used to be out here fighting their dogs and all that. I I skipped school to come out here to watch the older niggas fight their dogs. Stupid shit. But yeah, this area was the area I was talking about. Like, and I was sitting right there in this spot right here. Right here. Like this. Looking this way, looking that way, talking, and it was a whole bunch of people out here. People was hanging up there. People was sitting over there. People was on bikes, riding around, doing the little thing, whatever, little puppies and shit, running around. And out there where my mama didn't want me at. You know what I'm saying? Then, next thing you know, all I heard in the background behind me was, "Sure." And look, here's my daddy standing right here. When you and Auntie DC, y'all had came over there to the Jackson Center to get me. I had went to school that day. When I got out of school, I went to the Jackson Center. I see my auntie red car stop right here in the middle of the road, right there by Big B's with the baseball field, the little center.
Okay.
And I was right there at the park, and y'all had came.
I think I remember.
Somebody just didn't care. And this street used to be busy too. She just stopped right here, and my dad outside the car walking up to the sidewalk. You know where your mom at?
Yeah, I kind of like remember that.
Like, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, no, I don't know where she at. Like I say, I told him I think she at the house or something. So I come out and I come around the gate or whatever, and I stop right here. He like, yeah, your mama in jail or whatever. So as he telling me that, he like, get in the car, so I get in the car. Then we shoot up the street, make this right, because that's the one way right there. Made that right, and they turned around and we went back to where we just came from on Jackson. You wanted me to contact somebody?
No. I told the upstairs neighbor.
To contact somebody?
No, to find you, to let you know where I was going, and for you to try to get in contact with somebody so you would have somewhere to stay and something to eat, you know, for somebody to take care of you, because I wasn't going to be there.
So,
and I'm sorry.
It's okay. On this side right here with Prince. You know what I'm saying? Like, dirty as fuck. Nowhere to go. Trying to figure out what the hell I'm finna do when it's time for me to lay my head and get fed. And figuring out what my next move gonna be. And then this park right here. I slept at this park a whole bunch of times, plenty nights. I'm gonna show y'all why I chose this park to sleep at. For one, it was convenient because did like your mother's intuition, like did you feel like something was going wrong with me while you was, you know?
I knew everything was going wrong.
How did you know?
Because you didn't have anybody. We was all each other had.
Yeah.
You know, even though we was going through things, we was still there for each other.
Yeah.
And I know once I was out of the picture, then it was like you had to defend this world by yourself.
Yeah.
And it wasn't fair to you, but because of what I was going through at the time, you know, it wasn't me. It was what I was going through.
Right.
It was my situation and my circumstances, which I should have. I just wasn't in control of me, so you know. But it was all a blessing because God was trying to get my attention, and that's where He had to place me in order to get my attention, in order for me and us to be where we are today.
Exactly.
Had not I gone to jail for those 6-7 months, we wouldn't be here today. The situation probably would be totally different.
Yeah.
I probably would be dead. You probably would be dead.
Yeah.
You know, it would have been different. I know it would have been different. So even though it was a bad time and a bad moment, God still was in control. And He's manifested Himself to show that He is real. And, you know, if you just trust Him, He'll bring you through. So He had to place me there in order to get my attention so He can get me where He needed me to be today. And which I feel as though I wasn't a good mother then, but I'm a better mother now.
Yeah, you are.
That's what's up.
Proud of you.
Yeah,
I appreciate you.
Yeah, I love you.
I love you. This part right here, like, I literally slept at this park many of nights by my lonesome. It used to be a blue thing up here. The blue thing used to cover this whole thing. I chose this part because I knew if it rained or anything like that, I had something up in my head. I used to sleep right here on this little thing. And I slept right here because I could see through that. I could see through there. I could see through there. And I could see, like, all around. And then on top of that, there was extra shelter for me. I won't really say I slept here because, I mean, I laid down, but I ain't really go to sleep. This was my bed for many nights. Me, a book bag, and a jacket. That's when Jabot was popping. I had a Jabot jacket that somebody had gave to me or whatever, and I used to use that to cover up and use my book bag for the pillow. But I know somebody that stay up the street, you know what I'm saying, she used to open her doors for me and let me, you know what I'm saying, come in and sit tight, chill, take a shower when I needed to. She used to feed me. She was like my mama while my mama was gone. You know what I'm saying? And I appreciate her for that. After I left from you and Miss Penny house, you ain't know where I was, you ain't know what was going on with me. Like, how did you feel?
I don't know.
You know?
Cause I really
Like,
don't
when
remember.
all that was going on with me sleeping out here, I was lost and confused. Like, cause like I ain't really had nobody. All I had was like myself and my big brothers and stuff. But I was mainly out here by myself. And but at the same time, going through the situation of me being out here made me appreciate the stuff that I got now. You know what I'm saying? I went from sleeping at the park to sleeping in the king size bed. You feel me? So like stuff like that, this type of stuff like helped me. Like mentally, it messed me up mentally, but it also helped me mentally. It don't look like what I've been through, you feel me? So, yeah.
I came to your mom to jail, you went and got some clothes, and where you went?
You took me with you. You switched my school. I was there with you for probably maybe like a month. And then I left. And I spent the rest of the time.
Where CJ was?
Locked up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, me and my mama. Alright, so yeah, man. Like, it was a rough situation, you feel me? I had not been through a whole lot of shit within them 6 or 7 months that my mama was gone. Them 6 or 7 months felt like 6 or 7 centuries, you feel me? Like, cause I ain't never, that was the first time I was like really like out on my own. Cause when I was little and I was a little girl, I always had a family member that'll take me in, you know what I'm saying? And be like, well, I'll look after her until mama or her daddy get it together or whatever, you know what I'm saying? So at that point in time, you know what I'm saying, I ain't really have nobody. So I was just out here by myself, so I had to get it by any means necessary. You feel me? So I did what I had to do until my mama came home. For the most part, I took care of myself, and when I couldn't take care of myself, shit, the streets took care of me, you feel me? And by saying the streets took care of me, I don't mean in no good way. I mean, like, I had some fucked up days, some fucked up nights, like days where I went without eating, days where I went without bathing.
Bad situation you was in.
Yeah.
And I wasn't capable or ready to settle down and be no damn father or daddy figure or nothing like that. You know, I was probably still trying to run stupid.
Yeah.
Do dumb shit, but I don't settle down now.
Yeah.
I might not have been there for you then, and you, I tell CJ and you the same thing. I might not have been there for you when y'all was little.
Yeah.
But I'm here for y'all now.
Yeah.
And the God of the universe don't make no mistake. It wasn't time for me to be where I am now. It wasn't time for me back then to be where I am now. Everybody have to go through a process.
Yeah.
And once you go through that process of life. Once you go through that, once you go through that, and settle down. And what really made me settle down, because I didn't want my mama to go to her grave knowing I was still out there in the world.
Yeah.
That's what made me stop.
Yeah.
And I made those changes. I was locked up when she passed, but even though I had made those changes, not being out there in the street doing dope and drugs, I didn't want her to go to her grave knowing I was still out there doing that shit.
Yeah.
So I made that change before she left. No dope, none of that.
Yeah.
But I got locked up and concealed when she left. That's what really made me change. If my mom could see me now, she would be very proud of me. And that shit bothers me sometimes too, because she can't physically see what I'm doing. People say, well, hey, she know. She still see. She don't physically see what I could have been. And I couldn't have been like what I am now without, like I said earlier, the God of the universe always put you in situations and let you go through some type of supplication to where you have to learn about the facts of life. Just like you got your shit on changes. He's gonna have to make changes.
Yeah.
Just like you did. Now I'm here for you now.
Yeah. And I appreciate you. I'm proud of you.
All
You're
right.
doing good.
Damn right, I'm gonna keep doing. Like I said, that bothers me because my mama ain't here to see. I might go right now. I was back up in that yard. Turn that music. When I had your music on, I ain't paying no late bit.
Yeah.
The man next door still say Dennis. He said, if this Mary was alive, would you play that? And I know I wouldn't play it.
Yeah.
So I turned it. I already turned it off. I took it out. Changed the music. He said, "Cause when you come over, you always old school, and I know Dennis, but I don't know you listen to that kind of stuff." So I took it out and shit, you know. But if my mama was here, and I go over there with that music on, she can tell me turn it down, but I'm gonna turn it back up. She never fuck with her boy. She left me alone. She left me alone, and she knew I knew.
Yeah.
But I just wasn't doing right.
Yeah.
Because I was out there in the world.
Yeah.
But like I said, I'm here for you now. What you want to do?
Well, I want you to reach out to the men so we can get this video.
So that tow truck shit?
Yeah. So you gonna do it?
I call him. Let me call him and see what he's talking about.
Alright.
We can do that. But let me call him and see what's up.
Alright.
And then it's all on him.
I jumped to my feet, balling up the seats, trying to